We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Giants. What a matchup for our first Sunday nighter of the year. The Cowboys and Giants underway in Week 1. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jones looking to throw right away. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Now a 2-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a 1st down.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Micah Parsons now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
On the ready.
From midfield, here's Lance. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, I tell you, the schedule makers got it right here in Week 1. A lot of great games today. And another Buffalo and the Jets right here in this very stadium tomorrow night. Won't that be fun? But of these two teams, Charles, Giants and Cowboys, which one do you think is the bigger threat to Philadelphia in the NFC East?
As we start here right now, it's got to be Dallas. How explosive are they offensively? Extremely. And on the defensive side of the ball, they take it away from teams. But don't count out the Giants. Their defense, they get after you with a lot of pressure. If their quarterback continues to grow, look out.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Down to the 10. And they can't bring him down. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 54 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. So we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing Jones. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. A throw left sideline, falls incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
That will third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. Oh, what a move. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 58 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Now Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, Pollard. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's Pollard again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for it with Vaughn. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Prescott now. That's dumped off to Pollard. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
2nd and 6. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Kill. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott off play action. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. And the Giants will take over possession here up at the 44. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jonathan Hankins gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. But good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't put anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here's 2nd and 7. And Prescott, he's going to change things up here.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
CD with the catch, of course, coming off of a monstrous 2022 with the Cowboys. 5th in the league in catches, 6th in yards, and took that jump from being a star to one of the league's elite wide receivers.
Prescott on first down.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Second down, Prescott.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Vaughn on 1st and 10.
And he's got some space here.
Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Cowboys. Deuce Vaughn with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Giants 7.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Their own 32-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 4.
Ready?
A run with Vaughn out of the gun.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. and now they're in the hurry-up. The Lance now to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Bryan Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. With it is Jackson. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success. You know they wanted, you know they expected, they needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he's on to punt for New York. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Here's Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw is Prescott.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Here's Bryan Anger now, as he's on to punt for Dallas. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. On the return, Jackson.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. 83 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Jones. And it's is incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. That escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
The Lance going to throw.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants.
Jalen Hyatt.
His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth. All tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. This is 1st and 10.
First down, Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Kayvon Thibodeaux beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
There were moments where Thibodeau really flashed and looked like an absolute monster as a rookie. Finished 4th in the Rookie of the Year voting. And if he gets more consistent in year 2, look out. His numbers will be big time.
Here's about 47.
Here's Dak.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Kayvon Thibodeau
Able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Here's Jackson to return. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6 coming up. To throw is Jones.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Here's 1st down.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard.
And that not what they wanted. They lose yards on 1st down.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Prescott. Into the hands of Cooks.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And as the 2 teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's about 46, 47. 47.
Now Dak. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That is incomplete.
And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game. Boom!
Still fighting through tackles.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
There we go, kill. We're going to 53. Here we go, 46. 26.
Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much too.
So for the Giants, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touch.